Good morning, my friends. Today's another beautiful cold day. According to my car, it's 6 degrees outside. Yikes. But that ain't the coldest it can go to, so let's be thankful for that. 6 degrees, yeah. Anyway, so today I want to discuss something. So there's a show on Netflix called Arcane, League of Legends, right? You might have heard of it, you might have heard of the game, League of Legends. Anyway, the reason I want to bring it up is specifically this show, because it's been on my mind, I watched it recently, it's a perfect example. In the show, there are two, we'll call them factions, okay? You have the top and the bottom. You have the top city and the undercity. And you can already see where this is going. They don't like each other, right? And then, not really any spoilers, but in the second season, something is sort of introduced that might bring them both together. You know what I mean? Ultimately, what I wanted to discuss today was the fact that we are so divided. We as in humans, right? Now we can compare humans and animals, because humans are animals. Let's just get that right out of the gate. Humans are a species of animal. We are just intelligent, extremely intelligent, compared to like a dog, I guess. I don't know how smart a dog is. I have 3 dogs and I think they're pretty stupid. So and you know, from our perspective, dogs are dumb. Let's just go with that, comparatively to what a human mind is capable of. So humanity is so divided because of a whole multitude of reasons. And there's the problem with everything, is that ultimately we cannot have any sort of human unity until we all collectively understand that we all have the same problems, just in different ways and on different levels. For example, I don't have problems with food. I have a supply of food. I'm not worried about hunger. But there are people in other parts of the world who that's all they can think about, who are starving, who are famished, who are dying because they do not have food. So it's the same problem, but you're on a different scale, right? I'm on the bottom of the scale. The people who are dying of starvation are at the top of the scale. That's the problem, I think, with everything, is that we've forgotten there's a scale. We've forgotten that life isn't just, you know, this and that, ones and zeros, do or don't. It's a range of feelings. It's a range of problems. It's a range of ideas and human interaction. But, you know, frankly, this actually goes to what I think should happen, is that I think we should cancel the internet entirely. So let me explain. I think social media itself should go away. I think the resources used to learn, the resources for commerce and all that stuff, I think that should stay. But social media itself should go away. No more Facebook, no more TikTok, no more YouTube, no more Netflix. Well, you know, maybe YouTube and Netflix. But the problem is that we have developed an online society where people are allowed to be their worst with no repercussions. And this isn't this isn't a new conversation. This has been around, but I'm bringing it back because, frankly, I think the internet should be canceled. I think social media, and I would probably agree with YouTube. I think we have the problem of mass, what is the right term here? Not mass, it's someone having influence, mass influence, okay? So you have one person spitting out their ideas, and you have a whole range of people looking for something to grab onto, right? Their day is shitty, their job is shitty, everything about life is shitty. So they go online and they look for people to latch onto, something to give them hope, something to look forward to, which is absolutely natural and makes 100% sense. The problem is that we don't have any healthy avenues for this, because we don't care about it. You know, it's just, this isn't mainstream, because we don't want to lose the internet, because if we lose this mass consumption of online content, we lose a huge market of money. I mean, think about all the revenue TikTok generates, all the revenue YouTube generates. I mean, you get rid of those two alone and the impact is huge. especially with people's livelihoods and jobs, And that's the issue as well. But the problem is that we are too open to being mean to other people when there's a screen in front of us. And that unfortunately ties to the individual, because they have to have a good upbringing, a healthy life, in order to not be a dick online. You see what I mean? You're only a dick online if something's happening in life and you need a release of that. That's why you're an asshole online, is because something terrible is happening in your life, and instead of dealing with the thing that's happening in your life, you take it out on someone else. That's cause and effect. That's what's happening. I mean, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not anything like that, but I can plainly see that's what's happening. And on a minute scale, and on a freaking large scale, okay? We have problems in our own lives, and instead of considering the fact that we should fix our own life first, we try to market fixing other people's lives. Or not even that. I'm going a little too deep there. But you can kind of grasp the area of what I'm trying to say, is that we are individually hurt. And instead of individually learning how to help and heal ourselves, we are, either taking it out online on other people, or looking to other people as your hero example, or finding something to latch on to, and you just latch on to everything, this and that, and your opinion changes constantly, etc. It all boils down to, we each individually need to have healthy lives in order to contribute to a healthy society. So the problem is huge, because how can we help everyone have a healthy individual life when there's billions of us? It's impossible. So I don't know where to go from there, because there's not any easy way for this to be fixed in any short term. It's going to be an extremely long term. So, we can turn comments off on all TikTok, all social media, right? Turn comments off. Just make it a one-sided conversation. And then introduce something where you can't be a fucking dick. And I know that's a restriction of speech, but until the individual person can look at what they are saying and understand that it is mean and not necessary and has no contribution to the conversation, then the restriction should be in place to mitigate the effect of the fact that that individual does not understand that they should not be acting like that. You hear what I'm saying? It's just like raising a child. I have kids. I know what I'm talking about in raising a kid. Am I a professor in it? No. This is my first 3 kids. I still don't know what I'm doing, but as I get older and as I look back, I can see how I can learn and do it better moving forward. And that's part of it, is that I'm trying to teach my children that you should be mean in any sort of fashion. Like, that's not okay. And unfortunately, that's an individual experience that each person has to have in order to learn that being mean online is not okay. And frankly, that can't happen right now just because of the situation of the entire world. I mean, the only way we can really start to heal is if we start to talk about it. So, or not talk about it. Take social media, take the comments, take it all away. What's left? People have to go out and talk to each other. And you're like, yeah, okay, boomer. Yeah, that was a stupid joke I made. I hated saying it. I thought it would be funny. It made me laugh, but no one wants to do that because people like being distracted. People don't want to think about the problem. They want to watch funny videos on TikTok because their day is hard enough. They don't want to have to go out and talk to people to get their fill of human interaction. You see, the individual's life is at the point where they need this online interaction because they can't get it anywhere else. It all leads back to the fact that we each individually have these issues, but there's no collective way currently that we can help each other fix these issues in a healthy way. I think that's sad. And I think we should, I don't know what I think we should do. My opinions are, one in a billion, and ultimately they don't really matter. I'm just spewing them out there in the hopes that someone hears it and they're like, yeah, I feel this. I needed that today. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. That's all I want to do. I just want one person to hear it and be like, ooh, preach, you know? That's what trying to help means. Not getting attention, not getting anything like that. Just trying to help the next person. Just one person instead of many. Anyway, food for thought. I gotta go inside. Bye-bye.